This is a rough day for the professional wrestling business. A really rough day. We lost another great. Umaga. Eddie Fatu. Another member of the legendary Anoa'i family. This really did not come at a good time for me. As you guys know, I'm already dealing with a death. Death I still haven't gotten over. And this one hurts a lot. Hurts a lot. I'll say this right now. Umaga was half the reason why I watched the Monday Night Raw. Yeah. 2002. Told you, I don't think I told you this. My very first pay-per-view that I ever saw, I saw it on DVD, was Survivor Series 2001. And I saw a few SmackDowns in 2001. I didn't really start like watching wrestling on a continual basis till like August of 2002, like a week after SummerSlam. So anyways, I only watched SmackDown. I didn't even know that Raw existed. I only saw SmackDown. I remember they were doing the Billy and Chuck wedding. And Eric Bischoff did the whole 3 minutes. And I'm like, who's that man? And then I just see these two guys come from the audience and destroy Billy and Chuck and Stephanie. And me, like, wanting to know what happened. I'm like, oh my God, I have to see this show. I have to go and watch the show. Who are those guys? Those guys are cool, man. I mean, even though I was a kid who always rooted for the faces, I really liked them. I always thought, man, those guys are cool. Man, they were tough, man. Like, God, I want to see more of them. Because I really liked Rikishi at the time. And I thought, wow, you guys are just like Rikishi. Please, 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 I got to see more. So then, because of them, I started watching Monday Night Raw. Jamal and Rosie. Umaga and Rosie. I started watching Raw. So Umaga was one of the reasons why I am a wrestling fan today. I am a big fan of big man wrestlers. Duh. Yeah, my camera's a little low. Let me raise it up a bit. There we go. I'm a fan of big man wrestlers. But Umaga was definitely my favorite. From 2007, 2006, yeah, 2006 to present, he was always my favorite. Out of any other big man in the wrestling business. Well, obviously besides Taker, but you know, like I liked him more than Kane. I liked him more than Show. I liked him more than obviously Henry and Viscera. I really, 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 really was a big fan of Umaga. I really liked him. I thought he was extremely athletic. I thought he's had so many underrated matches over the years. Like just to name a few. Name me a few. Okay. I thought his match with he had a pretty good match with Kane on Raw, and a loser leaves Raw match. He had a very good, very, very, very good, probably the best match of his career with John Cena at the Royal Rumble, the last man standing match, in what some would say is one of Cena's best matches of all time. He had an extremely good match, I thought, an extremely underrated match with Triple H at Cyber Sunday in that street fight, which I really loved. And a very underrated match with Jeff Hardy at the Great American Bash, which I also thought was very, very good. I think I give it a 3 3/4, 4. Live reaction, 4 stars. Like, if I watched it now, 3 3/4, 3.5. Really, he was such a great wrestler. I enjoyed all his work. I was so happy when I saw him back in the WWE after he was gone for a little bit. Just seeing him back earlier this year, man, like, and then he got hurt with Triple H. He got hurt himself. And then he had that feud with CM Punk. And I know I said at first if Punk kept losing, Punk would be weak. But I did want him to win some because I did want Umaga to get pushed. I really desperately wanted him to get re-pushed. And then he failed the drug test. And like Juice said, maybe if he had gone to rehab like he was supposed to, we probably wouldn't see him here. I know we don't want to associate him with drugs, but according to reports from some indie promotions, he's been slurring his speech. He's been forgetting what he's saying. So I'm not going to comment. I think De Niro said it best. I'm not going to comment yet. I mean, I know he just commented, but I'm going to take my comment back. Like De Niro said, let's not comment until the family comments. Like, you know, on the cause of death. Obviously, heart attack was the cause of death, but y'all know how this stuff goes. In a few weeks, we're going to get reports saying that something led to the heart attack, most likely prescription drugs, yada, yada, yada. I really don't know what to say. I've had a hard time making this video. It's tough. It's really tough. And death, one of my favorite wrestlers, is really not something I want to deal with at this moment. It really isn't. I'm going to miss Umaga tremendously. I heard reports that he was coming back to WWE, and I was stoked. I was really happy. I really just really wanted him back. Really, he's like the best big man. Like I said again, WWE, I thought, needed him. Because I thought that he can use his size and agility to have great big man matches with other big men. I always want to see a Big Show Umaga match. That was just me, I guess. I always want to see Umaga trying to lift up the Big Show and give him a Samoan drop. I always thought, I remember like 2006, I desperately wanted to see that. Just that match, that happening. It's another sad day for the business. We've lost Test, even though he was already going to die. And not Test, I'm talking about my next person I was going to say, Captain Lou Albano. Now Umaga. We'll do what we always do. We'll be pretty depressed about it. Try to live through his great memories, his great matches. And then, try to continue doing what we love, which is professional wrestling, what Umaga loved, professional wrestling, what the entire Samoan family loved, professional wrestling. Sorry about the markout moments. I made that video before I read anything about Umaga, and I was very upset. Like after I uploaded it, and then I go to No DQ, and I read reports that Umaga was in critical condition. I was like, what? I went to Wrestling Observer, and then I found out, what? Then I left, and I come home, and I'm like, oh my god, how's Umaga doing? I hope he's doing okay. And then I heard that he died, and I was just shocked. So again, I'm sorry if I put up the markout moments. Like, I didn't know at the time. I'll try to put this vid up now, because I don't want it to be redundant. I don't care if the markout moment vid doesn't get any views. I really don't care about that. I need this vid to be up to say, Edward Fatu Umaga. Ekme, Echo, whatever your friends called you. I pray for you, and I love you. I loved you in the ring so much. I pray for your wife, and I pray for your family. Thank you. Rest in peace, Umaga. We will miss you.